Out there and start pitching. Julie Sawchuck is here on crutches. Wait, I'll come over to you, Julie, if I've got Coyne up there. What do you think of it, you, from a spectator standpoint?
It's a very good game, Tom, I thought.
What was most outstanding in your opinion?
Well, I guess everything was outstanding about it.
The defense played well?
Very well. I watched the defense.
You did?
Yeah.
Did they do all right?
Very well.
Well, thank you, Julie, and we're certainly going to miss you out there. We wish that you were able to get back in there and pitch along with the boys. A friend, skipping around the nation a little bit for a moment, New York University received the good news today that star guard, Don Froman, may be ready for action in the Olympic basketball trials. The veteran slugger Hank Greenberg said he positively did not sign a contract as yet. He wants to play at least one more 9-inning game before he makes up his mind. And it's nice to report tonight that Dr. H.C. Carlson, the basketball coach at Pittsburgh University for 26 years, today received the National Association Basketball Coaches Award. He was the man who did the most outstanding job for basketball over the past several years. And incidentally, all of you Ohio Staters, there positively is no dope yet on whether or not Tippy Dye will accept the basketball coach's job at UCLA. There is nothing definite on that at this late hour tonight. An attempt to organize the sport of midget automobile racing on a national basis will be made Saturday at a big meeting in Chicago. Not a fancy Dan in the house. That's the report that we get from the amateur boxers who performed last night before 18,359 persons at Madison Square Garden. And for the late tuners in, we reported on a Richmond Brother program earlier this evening that Eddie Kep stole the show at the American Bowling Congress in Detroit today. Eddie Kep, you know, shot some of the finest bowling that they've ever seen in the ABC. Kep had a 607 in the doubles. He had 572, and the little Clevelander is right up there in fourth place with an aggregate in the all events of 18-71. Well, friends, repeating the score again in hockey. The final score 6-1 in favor of Cleveland. The man who does so much for us, getting our publicity for the Richmond Brothers show, Eddie Coyne. Eddie, you just came down out of the press box. How do the boys in the press box feel about it?
The boys in the press box are very happy tonight, Tom. Of course, the main thing is we wanted to get over the hump and win this first game. We've got Providence one down, and that's the important thing at the moment.
Well, Eddie, thank you for all the fine publicity and fine notes you've been giving us on the Cleveland Baron hockey team. Well, friends, that's it. The final score of the first game is 4 out of 7, you know, against Providence. The next game will be played here next Thursday. The next 2 games will be played Sunday and Tuesday in Providence. And if a 5th game is necessary, it will be played here in Cleveland 1 week from Thursday night. Well, that seems to be the story of hockey from the dressing room of the Cleveland Barons. You know, friends, if you're like most men who favor a new ensemble for Easter wear, I want to remind you that you want everything new and different from head to foot. And speaking of feet, your feet and ankles will take kindly to the slick comfort of Richmond Brothers' new nylon socks. Yes, the luxury of nylon is no longer confined to women. Though luxury is hardly the word when you consider the very low price of nylon hose at Richmond. It's only 65 cents a pair. Now, Richmond nylon socks come in regular and anklet length in a variety of preferred colors. If new socks or any other furnishings are on your list for spring needs, get them at Richmond Brothers. You'll be sure of top quality and at a low price that makes you exclaim, man, what value. Well, friends, we'll greet you again from the dressing room of the Barons. When the game is close, we'll put the 2 boys on the air. If the score is 2-1 or 2-0, 3, we'll have the boys set the plays up for you again and bring you that little personal touch that you always get when you visit Richmond. This is Tom Manning. That's it for now. We'll be back with you again at 6:25 for Richmond Brothers tomorrow evening. Good night.
Richmond Brothers bring you Tom Manning twice each weekday, Monday through Saturday at 6:25 and 11:05 p.m. over WTAM. There are Richmond stores in Cleveland, Lorraine, Akron, Canton, Youngstown, and Mansfield, Ohio, Newcastle and Erie, Pennsylvania, and in 47 other cities throughout the nation. Get your tickets for all sports events at Richmond Brothers Convenient Ticket Office, 736 Euclid Avenue.